Solid earnings from Citigroup boosted investor confidence. Profits for the first quarter came in higher than analyst estimates, and Citi stock surged 4% on the news. Kayla Tausche joins us now with more on that surprising report from Citi. You know, Kayla, last week we were talking to you about this, and everyone was bracing for a lousy report. And then this. I mean, what happened?
This isn't much to write home about, Susie. We should make that clear. The 2 points where Citi surprised. Number one, the biggest jump in revenues came from its bad bank, created 5 years ago. That's Citi Holdings. So that has been a drag on the company. But now the value of that portfolio is rising, and that was actually the biggest source of growth. Number two, credit is getting better. So Citi was able to release more money from what it had been stowing away to cover loans that would go bad. They released about $673 million there. The street wasn't expecting that.
Let's talk a little bit about the international sweep of Citi. It is the U.S. bank with the biggest international footprint. Do these results say anything about the overall health of the global economy?
Well, as expected, we saw a lot of growth on the Asian consumer side and the Latin American consumer side. That was really the runaway growth on the consumer sector. What we didn't see is a whole lot of corporate activity across the board. A lot of people expected that with rates staying low in the first quarter and the stock market going up, that there would be a lot more M&A activity, a lot more refinancing that continued. But we didn't really see that happening, and there also wasn't a whole lot of trading either. One surprise, though, actually may not surprise you, but Citi Holdings, which I just mentioned, it is the majority of that is the U.S. housing market. It's subprime mortgages, it's old line mortgage portfolios. The value of that rose very sharply, and a lot of the executives were just talking about how the U.S. housing market recovery is one of the main stories for their business.
So you're telling us a lot of stuff that's going the way of Citi. Can investors expect Citi to give a dividend anytime soon? It's been a while since they've seen one of those. Do you think the Federal Reserve will give the okay on that?
So they have a 1-cent dividend. They wanted to raise it to 5 cents, but unfortunately they did not pass the capital return portion of the Fed's stress test. Executives today on the conference call said that they would not be resubmitting that plan to the Fed. Instead, they're going to hunker down and try and rebuild those processes, make them more robust, resubmit next year. So investors are going to have to wait at least 3 more quarters for that.
Kayla, thanks very much. Kayla Tausche reporting tonight.